Hello everyone and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate Prowler only. Last time we took on Stonefist Hermitaur G5, the other of the two crabs. This time we'll be taking on Elderfrost Gammoth G5. Now this is going to be another quest that actually favors poison. While Tigrex, Snowbaron, Lagombi, and Elderfrost Gammoth all share a slight thunder weakness, with Tigrex being the weakest to it, Elderfrost has so much health and is very weak to poison that it's going to be better, and it's going to even be better than just using Fire Element and being strong against Snowbaron and Elderfrost and just not really doing that much to Tigrex. I have tested this. I did all three quests with the different elements, and this one came out on top. The nice thing is that, again, like I said before, you can actually cycle between Snowbaron and Tigrex once Snowbaron gets on the field at 30% health. That way you can keep the poison up. And while Snowbaron isn't taking that much damage from poison, it's about 2.5 damage per second, up to 60 seconds. It has a very low tolerance for poison, so you're going to be applying it quite a bit. So we're going to go ahead and take the quest and head on out. Alright, and we're starting with Tigrex, which is not the most interesting monster. We've already fought one before. Pretty much since we're using poison element, we're focusing on raw hit zones. Of course, we still have our earplugs, and something I forgot to do, which is going to take this, or make this take a little bit longer, is switch off of element attack up. That has no effect with status weapons. So if we were to switch off of it, we'd grab non-stick fur specifically for this hunt because of Snowman, and then at the very least apply our critical up small to get a little bit more crit damage. It's not the end of the world that we don't have it. Again, it would be nicer to be able to get out of Snowman binds a little bit faster, but it's not terrible at all. And the fact that it's still faster, even without the element attack boost, is quite mind-boggling to say the least. So we're just going to fight Tigrex here. He's fairly simple. We can go ahead and get our piercing boomerangs up, and you can see we already have him poisoned. It'd be more effective if our Palicos also had the Deadeye weapon. That way, that little tiny bit of extra boost will help. But the regular Garuga Fan Cross is fine too. I'm sure the XR weapon of Garuga is fine if Garuga has a hyper variant. I don't know if he does. Alright, Tigrex is going to tackle. It's really going to be better to just play it safe, throw a boomerang out, see what he does next. Charge a boomerang once he turns, and then start dodging off to the left. Sometimes he'll do a homing tackle that you have to dodge into. It's a lot harder to avoid that with cats that do not have adept, because it does track you. And it's not like a easy to dodge tracking attack, because it's fairly quick. Attack the tail there. We're going to dodge to the right, or attempt to at the very least while he's turning. He doesn't damage you, so try not to spam your dodges if you're right next to him, because you could dodge while he's turning around and then be hit by the attack that comes out. He's going to do a hop there. We will be hit by wind press, but we're fine. He's going to tackle. I'm going to charge, throw a boomerang out. Going to miss it though, but that's fine. He's doing a taunt here. Do 2 bites. Get the head while he's doing that. And then he'll turn and look at us to tackle. The hitbox is not completely stretching down to the ground, so you can actually go under his legs as they're up in the air. It's easier as a cat than a hunter. I think if you're a hunter, you have to roll under it. Could be wrong on that though. But it isn't something like an old gen where it just completely stretches down to the ground and you have to go in under it. Though I believe there is still a sweet spot there in like Freedom Unite. Alright, he's turning around. Go ahead and throw a couple more boomerangs at him. We're going to dodge with him. He's doing the double bite. I'm going to go for the tail as he does that. Tail is a decent hit zone. Dodges to the right once more. Left. Sorry, I'm saying right. It is left. All right, 2 boomerangs there. He's going to enrage. This is a great chance to throw a mega boomerang. We don't have enough gauge though, so I'm not going to worry about it. A couple of other things to note is that when you're trying to apply status element, it is the same as regular element. You're not getting a boost from big boomerangs or charging. So you can actually just spam piercing boomerangs to try to get the status off. It's going to be a bit better for status, especially if you don't have enough charge for a big boomerang or something like that. But for element, you'd rather just have the extra raw as well, so there's no real niche thing there. Like if you're just trying to get poison applied before you actually start buffing up again. Does a tackle there. He's doing another one. We'll just dodge straight into it. Finishes with a little lunge. 2 boomerangs there. He's going into it again. Does he combo it? He does, but he combos in a different direction. Go ahead and throw that out. He's doing kind of a triangle tackle there. So we're perfectly fine in the middle of it. A couple of boomerangs here. We'll hold guard. We'll block the attack. That's why it's very important to hold guard. Unfortunately, he does come behind us though. And since we do have fairly high end lag on our guard after taking that attack, we were hit by it. Finishes with a lunge, 2 more boomerangs. He's going to taunt. This would be another good chance for a mega boomerang, but we're going to keep trying to just build gauge and look for some good openings. He's going to toss into the air, jump into the air. If he does it again, this is another great chance for mega boomerang because he always taunts afterwards. Now we're going to be a bit greedy here and try to go for another one. We get a flinch, so it will go off. He's going to turn around, so we'll try to get out of the way of that attack. I believe he is not poisoned anymore, so we'll try to get that poison off before we apply big boomerangs once more. He's going to do a little spin. Keep going for the face. One more. He's just hopping though, so we're fine. Get some charged boomerangs off there. He's doing a boulder toss turnaround attack. Just try to get the poison off as quick as we can. Shouldn't take too long. Status attacks are weird in that they're RNG and they don't always apply. It's a 1 in 3 chance, I believe, to apply, which is fine for us because we actually do a lot of hits. But for slower weapons, it might not be as good. Alright. Already got the poison up, so we'll go ahead and apply big boomerangs. We'll wait for him to tackle us, run into him. Throw a boomerang out, dodge to the left. He's doing a double bite, so we'll go for the tail. Back legs, I believe, also can get a trip. I'm pretty sure. They're just not the best hit zone, so you won't be getting too many trips from them. Now, we dodged that there, even though we had earplugs, because there's still a physical hitbox on that attack. So you want to try to get outside of that. There's a sweet spot. You get the feeling for it the more you fight him. But we wanted to dodge that, make sure we didn't get hit by it. All right, couple boomerangs on the face. He's doing a spin. Get out of the range of that. He does scoop his left arm out pretty wide. So it's a little bit more than just a stationary spin. All right, he's doing a couple of tackles here. Let's try not to dodge into that. Covered some distance, so I'm going to try to close it a little bit. He's probably going to turn around here or not. It's good to pre-fire if you think he's fixing to turn, especially if you think you're safe, or at the very least you'll have enough time to get one out before he hits you so you can dodge. All right, 2 boomerangs here. We'll dodge to the right. He's going to do a spin forward, dodge with him, keep the onslaught up. The arms are also a pretty good hitbox or hit zone too once they are enraged. Similar to Groom Claw whenever we fight him. 2 boomerangs there. We'll dodge to the left. He's doing the double jump, so we can go ahead and throw this out. Try to pierce it down his tail into his leg. Do some decent damage there. He's enraged here. I shouldn't have thrown that extra one out, but either the regular boomerang or the mega boomerang actually cut his tail, so that's pretty nice. Couple of boomerangs there. We'll dodge to the left. He's doing a bite there. Getting a nice break on the right claw. I'm sure the left one will come in pretty quickly as well. He's doing a double bite there, so we'll throw a couple boomerangs at the tail. He's turning. Go ahead and go for the face after he does the head turn. He's probably going to head turn again. Wait for him to attack. Go ahead and charge and pre-fire. Pre-fire, or not pre-fire. Just throw a boomerang into the tail there. He's going to turn around. Throw a quick boomerang that's not charged there. Throw one more out here, dodge to the right. He's going to hop. Wait and see if he's going to do the double hop. Nope. He's doing a tackle. If he looks at you menacingly, that probably means he's either doing the boulder toss that we saw earlier or a tackle and he's not hopping. If he's going to hop, he does usually just, kind of does it. He's exhausted now, so we're going to take advantage of this animation. Try to pierce through the leg into the face. He does turn at the wrong moment, though, so we will just kind of pierce through the legs. Come back around, though, and we get a flinch, which is nice. Now he's down to 30% health, so Snowbaron has appeared. Now, if Snowbaron gets too close, we'll go ahead and apply him with poison, but as long as he's that far away, we're going to just try to keep fighting Tigrex without Snowbaron interfering. That's a little greedy. We'll try to get that out. Hopefully he turns around. Nope, he's just tackling. It still might hit him, though. No, never mind. Just a weird angle. I do believe Snowbaron did see us. He has a very wide range of walking on. So Snowbaron is probably the worst part of the site, aside from Elderfrost's massive HP pool and, general tankiness. This guy has a lot of trimmer attacks, and the worst one by far is the snowball he tosses into a slide kick. And once you get hit by the slide kick, you'll be inflicted with stun. And you've already taken a bunch of damage probably from the slide kick, leaving you open to another combo that can probably take you, or take your acorn away. Now, the worst part about stun for cats is that once you break out of stun, there is a delay before your ABXY buttons will actually work. So you can't immediately soothing roll to break a combo. Instead, you're stuck there and you can dodge. I think it's just the Y button that it's actually locked out. You can press the dodge button, so that is something. You have to time it, though. You can't just spam the soothing roll action. I believe there is a delay there just so you don't accidentally spam a move you don't intend to, but there's some moves that you really do want to spam, because if you are spamming the face buttons, then you're getting out of your stun faster, but you know, you might spam a Mega Boomerang on accident. However, I do believe that they should probably let Soothing Roll be one of the moves that's exempt from it, because it is a very important move to be able to get out of wide range AoE or anything like that. Goes the same for Snowman too. Even if you break out of it by mashing, which already has a bit of an in lag, or if you break out of it, or if you immediately get put into it, or you break out of it with your non-stick fur, there's still a delay there, which is a bit weird, and it does put you in danger of attacks. All right, so 2 boomerangs there, and you've already seen we're pretty low on health now already. So I'm going to try to be quiet and focus on actually attacking here and not taking damage. So there's the slide kick. We didn't get hit by it though, thankfully. All right, he's close enough to us now. I'm going to try to do that. That was very close. Dodged pretty much way too late. Can already see that Snowbaron already is poisoned though, so that's nice. But that only lasts for 60 seconds. There's the slide kick. We won't see it actually stun us, but it's a very annoying attack. And you saw him throw the snowball before. He doesn't always do that. He can pull out the slide kick randomly, and that's like his super attack. Again, it's very annoying. He can pull it out pretty quickly, and if he's just off screen, you know, he can cover a lot of distance, and that's one of the worst parts about these 2 monsters together. They can actually close quite a bit of distance, and there's not a lot of wind up on their attacks. All right, you're gonna spin drift. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out. Throw one more. There's a slide kick. Boomerang out. Dodging the tackle. Need to try and make sure he's poisoned. He is poisoned, so we're good. He's taking some damage. We'll just let that happen naturally, and we'll just try to play it safe. Because as long as that poison is doing damage, it's nice. We can take it a little bit slower and not have to focus so much on attacking. Obviously, we want him out of here pretty quickly, but it's better if we don't lose all of our acorns in the process. All right, he's turning around. One boomerang there. Didn't mean to throw the second one. A little trigger happy here. There's one there. There's a toss. I believe that's into the side kick. I cannot see whenever he gets that close. And I took damage from him because I was out of my iframes. All right, you're tossing that one already, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that boomerang out. All right, there's a slide kick combo. He's going to tackle us, though. We're going to lose our second acorn. Again, this is a very... Oh, wait. No, we didn't lose it. Hold on. Ah, we're fixing to lose it again, though, if we're not careful. Lots of little tiny attacks, too, that also just add up damage, since it is a G5 hunt. Again, not a very fun combo of monsters to fight. Normally, you don't want ranged monsters, but these monsters are actually pretty much melee. I mean, yes, Snowbaron can toss out some snowballs, but that's pretty much melee as well. It can't go very far. So, an unusual combo, but it does give you some trouble. Apply big boomerangs there. We'll go ahead and charge, throw a boomerang out. Wait and see what he does. He's just kind of attacking our cat in the corner there. He's going to do a double bite. Never mind, though. We flinched him out of it. All right, I need to start dodging into these attacks. I'm trying to play it like before, where I'm only having to focus on Tigrex, but I'm also trying to focus on the other one as well. All right, you seems to be doing just fine over there in the corner with Snowbaron, so we're going to let that happen. Double bite finisher. 2 boomerangs there. I'm going to try to dodge here. You're going to slam, though, and that does do tremor as well. So we've got to be careful about that. You're doing a bear claw, so we're just going to wait, let you do it. You're not going to combo it for very long. I'm going to pierce through you to get to Tigrex. All right, 2 more boomerangs there. You are enraging. I didn't really get to take too much advantage of the enrage mega boomerang opening, because once Snowbaron gets in here, it's just kind of a nightmare. All right, boomerang out there. We'll dodge left. Get out of the way of the bite. Throw a boomerang there. I'm going to throw one here. That does actually go into a slow, but we're fine. We are able to get the adept dodge off on it. I'm going to see what he does here. He's just doing a combo tackle. All right, we'll throw one more here. Very quick, very quick. Tigrex is his scariest whenever he is enraged, because he does have a massive damage multiplier as well as just a lot of speed. It's not really ever changed about him. He's especially scary in Unite. I guess Freedom too, but that's Japan only. All right, 2 boomerangs there. A little greedy. You can see I'm mashing, or you can't see that I'm mashing Y, but I was mashing Y there, and there was still a bit of time where I just couldn't do anything. They are attacking perfectly in unison. I can't really do anything. Every time I try to break out, I'm always in danger immediately. All right, boomerang there. I think this has to be intentional because it is very weird. I don't know. It's fitting because Tigrex does fight Gammoth in the opening with Gammoth, but Snowbaron's just kind of here. He's not really anything thematic other than an ice monster that happens to be a deviant. All right, boomerang here. And now that he's down, we're going to have a much easier time with Snowbaron. We'll boomerang here. Since he's going to get applied with poison fairly quickly, that's going to help us out a lot. Already another poison tick. He's going to partly combo that, so I'll try to pre-fire that off in the distance. All right, he's finishing it. Can't really keep doing that, so I'll just get some boomerangs off there. And once he is poisoned, or once the monster is poisoned in general, we are solely relying on raw damage. It's not terrible. You have decent affinity and purple sharpness, along with 174 or 179, one of the two, raw attack. But you are not applying any status element while they are poisoned. It's not like you can build it up and then just immediately have it apply as soon as the poison runs out. You have to build it up from scratch again with a higher tolerance. Butt slam. He does not roll after that. I guess because he was enraged, so it canceled the animation there. Boomerang there. See the roll there at the very least. And that Snow Shroud actually does damage. It's not much, but it will flinch you. All right, two boomerangs there. Dodge to the right, boomerang out. He's going to head turn. Trying to mix him up there. Tosses snowball and rolls it. He's going to do the little thing there. I don't know if he's going to spin. Oh, snowball toss. All right, does 2 volleys of 3. Normally they go over your head if you're a cat. Probably not as lucky if you're a hunter, but oh well. Big snowball roll. Not even really anywhere near us, though. You can curve that, which is interesting. There's the slide kick. This is an opening for Mega Boomerang. It's not a large one. It's actually decently large, especially because he will usually head turn towards you. All right, we actually got out of the way of that so we can combo him. He's going to roar again. And remember, you can do some sonic attacks. And something to think of is Tigrex's roar counts as a sonic attack to actually stun Lagambi for a bit. Snowbaron or regular. If you just so happen to be fighting regular Lagambi with Tigrex, I don't know if there's many quests like that, though. Alright, you're going to spin drift. I'm going to boomerang out here. He's going to toss a big snowball. He's going to pick it up. Toss it onto the ground. I'm going to charge a boomerang here. Dodge into that. Doesn't side kick, though. Alright, see what you do next. He is exhausted, so that's good for us. Once he finishes this attack, he might actually go into exhaustion. He does. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get our Mega Boomerang out here. We're going to try to pierce it through the back into the face because the face is the best hit zone. He's kind of similar to Red Helm where he does not have many good hit zones, but thankfully Poison doesn't take hit zones into account. That is one nice thing, again, and it might be really good to use Poison against Red Helm just due to the fact that you're dealing with terrible hit zones on Red Helm. All right. Go ahead and Boomerang here. A little greedy there, actually. It's fine, though. I think the worst part is that since you are only dealing raw damage when he's poisoned, you're missing out on what element would provide. But same thing here. It's a little faster, though, to use poison. All right, spin under here. So try to do a pin tackle, but it didn't work for him. So one more boomerang out. He's going to tackle. He's going to fall over, though, and we have Go Fight winning quite a bit of gauge. It's another thing about this weapon. It's a deviant weapon opposed to the other fire and thunder weapon, which are not. Even your best thunder weapon, which would be Fatalis, White Fatalis specifically, is not a deviant weapon, so you're not getting the extra gauge gain. Bear Claw. Dodge backwards here. He's actually comboing it continuously, though. But he would be finished by the third one. And he grabs that, pick it up. Boomerang out. Dodge to the left. He's going to slam that down on the ground. Is he going to slide kick? He is not. He's just doing a regular tackle. Try to close distance here. He'll do it for us. Smack him on the face. Do a couple of boomerangs into a spin. Try to get some distance away from him, though. He's going to spin drift. Dodge into the little snow after effect that he has. Throwing another boomerang, or another snowball. We're going to throw another boomerang, though. He's going to toss that. Really likes that move. And he likes to combo his tackles after it, too. Alright, boomerang there. Butt slam, that will actually break our cats out of Snowman, so that's nice. 2 boomerangs there. He's doing a butt slam that has a fairly wide trimmer hitbox as well, as you can see, because Benkai was trimmered out of his. Go for it, win. Comes a snowdrift. Dodge into it. Dodge to the left here. That should miss us. Go ahead and spin into him. He's going to enrage. I'm going to look for some chances to throw Mega Boomerang here. Since we do have quite a bit of gauge, I don't want to waste too much of it. Go ahead and apply piercing real quick, though, before we do that. Alright, slam. He's going to turn around, not really look at us. This might not be the best position, though, to use a... Okay, I think this is good. He has to head turn to look at us. So if he does, that's fine. But he actually does this very long animation to do a roll. Now, that might still miss him as it comes back around. It does not, thankfully. So that's good for us. Keep attacking him. As you can see, he's still just poisoned. That's not really going to change. I think it caps out at like 300. And the initial one is like 100 and something, like 110 maybe. And you pretty much get that immediately because of how high this is. Try to get some distance away. Let our cat break us out. We'll be enraged because of that, so that's good. Couple of snowball tosses. Gonna aim that into his body. Completely missed that though. Boomerang out. He's gonna enrage. Go ahead and spin into him here. And butt slam into a roll. 2 boomerangs there. We'll dodge to the right. He's gonna do this. I'm getting the completely wrong direction though. All right, this shouldn't hit us. It actually does. So again, there's a sweet spot there. It comes up from the bottom of the ground whenever he does it at first. So you want to be in the sweet spot where it's going to arc over your head, and not immediately where he pulls it out, not whenever it falls to the ground again. Go ahead and spin here. I need to get some health back though, so I'm going to soothing roll. Low charge boomerang out. Didn't actually hit him though, so it didn't really matter at the very least. All right. Go ahead and spin there. 1 boomerang out. Does a sidekick to an enrage. Could have actually gotten a mega boomerang out there, but it's fine. Just really rebuilding gauge here. Comes a spin. Touch to the right. For 1 boomerang out. For 1 more. And actually wait and see here. Okay. Does an instant slide tackle, so I'm glad I dodged there. Very easily could have been hit by that. There's no tell for that early. Alright. Go ahead and do a mega boomerang here. Should head turn towards us. Good. Gonna tackle forward. So we'll just wait. Let him get a little closer actually, and we'll just dodge into that. Go ahead and do a spin into the arms. He should be going down pretty soon. He has the least health out of all of the monsters here. Tigrex has 8,700 and something. This one has 8,100 and something. And then Elderfrost has a whopping 13,000, I think. Might be 12,000 and something. I think it's 13,007. Something like that. It's a massive amount, which isn't great. But that's how Elderfrost is. To the right. Snowball toss. Only does 1 though, so that's good for us. Get a flinch. Get a ear break. Goes to the right once more. Gonna sheath and try to get closer. Okay, good. Gonna spin into him here. Can actually try to attack us there, but that's fine. He's gonna roar, so we'll do another spin. Aim upwards. A snow drift, spin drift. That's gonna slide kick hit us. Never mind, you aimed that incorrectly, my good friend. You're gonna be punished for that. Alright, well, then you pull that attack out. Again, you can't really tell when he's just immediately going to pull that out. In fact, he could pull a slide kick out here. You'll see the instant stun too. I'm gonna mash, and I need the soothing roll, and I am mashing. You saw how long it took me. I was mashing immediately as soon as I got up and started moving, and it just did not give it to me until a couple of seconds later. Maybe not a couple of seconds, but at the very least 1, which is 60 frames. All right, there's a slide kick. Go ahead and spin into him here. Got a good flinch. Boomerang out. He's gonna roar. Don't have to dodge it though. Go ahead and do a spin here. And there we go. He's down. Now we gotta wait for him to despawn. If you absolutely need Tigrex parts, you can carve him, but I don't need Tigrex parts. He doesn't have any, or he doesn't have any good gear. So we don't need to carve him. We don't have to worry about that. Snowbaron stuff is not the best either. I don't know if you can get the perfect scraps for the weapon though. If you can, then you might rather go for Elderfrost, but I don't recommend going for Elderfrost specifically just because you might as well just go for Snowbaron. Snowbaron's going to be easier, especially if you use poison. Don't know if there's any gathering spots. I think there may be a gathering spot somewhere on this map. Actually, there might not be. But if you can find it, you can get a little bit of extra gauge. We're going to position right over here. Gammoth will usually appear right here. This would be the center of where her body is. So we're going to back up a bit. It's despawned. Actually, a little bit off on that measurement there, but it's fine. She's going to have a very long getting out of the ground animation, a very long roar animation, and then it's just going to take her a very long time to actually attack here. She's going to draw us forward, which is great for us, so we can dodge a little easier. Now, when she grabs the snowball from the ground, the little downwards animation where she's fixing to throw it but not actually throwing it is a hitbox. That is incredibly important because you can trigger an adept dodge and get some distance off of that. If not, you're going to take some damage for it, which isn't great. I think the big thing about Elderfrost is the same as Silverwind. It's just an old Gammoth. Could be wrong though, but it's called Elderfrost. And I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere, but you can't always trust the stuff you read sometimes. So she's covered in ice on her front body and then her trunk. The trunk takes more fire damage whenever it is covered in ice, and no thunder damage whenever it is covered in ice, but it takes more thunder damage whenever it is broken off of the ice. I don't think that actually applies to it when it's broken and it has ice on it, just whenever it has ice on it. I try to attack the trunk. The trunk is still the best hit zone, followed by the head, so you're still going for that. I believe it is better just in general to go for the head with thunder element until that trunk is broken, but you're not going to be breaking the trunk. I don't know if attacking the head counts towards breaking the ice off of the trunk. It could. It's similar to attacking the legs on the front part of the legs on Nargacuga and still breaking the arm spikes. Alright, we're going to dodge here. She threw a snowball into the air, I believe, or at the very least, I think she did. She may have broke it on the ceiling. So that's another interesting interaction here. So after this charged snowplow, and it might actually break here. Well, might be able to see that, might not though. I think she's got to an area where it won't break. Yeah. So that snowball she tosses up after the charged snowplow attack is going to break on the ceiling over there since it's so low, which is interesting. If you can actually manipulate that attack to be better for you. If you're running off to the right, and I think it specifically reads your input, but if you're running off to the right, then she'll curve it towards the right. Go to the left, I believe she'll curve it towards the left. I normally just curve it to the right though. And if you just stand in front of her, she'll do it forwards. It is a scary attack. It does a massive amount of damage. That's because it just takes forever for her to charge. This might actually take an acorn from me. Yeah, dodged way too early there. She has some slower attacks as well, which you got to get used to because she's very slow. It's not like Snowbaron pulling out instant attacks. She can do a butt slam too, but I believe regular Gammoth can do that in G rank as well. So not only anything too new, but this might be the first place where you actually see the butt slam. And it'll look like she's doing a body slam, but she'll just do it backwards instead. All right, we'll dodge that. See what she does here. All right, she's doing a little sway forward. It's not like the one where she extends her trunk. She keeps the trunk curled there, so you can tell she's not going to keep doing it for very long. Keep going for the tail here. This is not a good hit zone, but again, if we're trying to apply poison, she's doing a butt slam here. It's fine to go for bad hit zones. You just switch off of the bad hit zone as soon as you get the poison. All right, she's doing a little mini sway. She's going to roar. Probably a good chance for Mega Boomerang, but I think I'm going to just start building gauge again instead of using it. See what she does here. It looks like she's just doing a snowblower. So we'll dodge into that. And something to keep in mind, it is a very long attack that is ranged. So that means that if you take any damage from it, if you block it or if you avoid it with an adept dodge, not iframes, then you're completely immune to the rest of the attack. If you avoid it with iframes, I don't know if you can, since it does just last so long. It doesn't matter because iframes don't disable an attack. It just lets you go through an attack. All right, she's doing a charge one here. I'll show off the curving that she'll do, as you can see, and it's a very sharp curve. So what you'll want to do is try to get behind her, let her flick her head up into the air, and after she flicks her head up, then you're safe from that snowball that goes into the air, and you can throw a mega boomerang afterwards. It's a fairly consistent way, and she likes to do that a lot. Did a little snow tantrum there. It will apply you with Snowman. You saw her do the snowball toss thing I was talking about earlier, where she pulls it down to get ready to throw it, and it actually damages you, and it's a fairly large amount of hit stun too. Now, let's see what she's doing next. Doing the snow blower. Should have realized that. I'm running out of gauge here, so I need to go ahead and just heal back to full. There's a body slam. Fairly wide range, and this is similar to Snowbaron, where if there's any snow particles, they're going to actually do damage to you. That is probably her largest just standard attack that she can pull out. She likes to do it a lot. All right, there's the trunk slam. This is a combo trunk slam, so I'm going to throw this into the air. She slams, has a fairly wide hitbox as well, but it will leave the trunk on the ground for a very decent amount of time for you to attack it. That's another opening for Mega Boomerang if you have one ready. All right, triple snowball toss. Here comes the charge attack. I'm going to try to steer it to the left because I believe you can. And it just reads your input. So if you're in the middle of something that you can't actually move during, then you can still hold the specific input and it will still put you in the right direction. All right, we got that off. The worst case scenario here is if she does a butt slam. She doesn't do it most of the time. She can either back up, do that little body slam there, or just go into a different attack by backing up. All right, there's the flick there. The trunk actually counts as a hitbox on the snowball flick too. So even after she's tossed the snowball, it'll still continue. And she does a lot of damage. She's just very slow. All right, here comes a butt slam. If it looks weird that she's fixing to do a body slam, she's not doing a body slam. It's best to just assume that she's not. All right, two boomerangs there. Body slam. Like if it just looks like she's doing it off in a random direction, she's not doing it. She's doing a butt slam. Here comes a flick. Get a flinch though. That's a great flinch. Can't really reach the face here unless you charge your boomerangs. All right, she's fixing to cover herself back up in ice. Yeah, I'm gonna get hit by a snowman there. There is a sweet spot there, similar to Tigrex, where you want to stand and not be hit by snowman, but I was not in it. I usually just stay attacking there and move off to the side as soon as she starts. All right, triple snowball toss. Try to dodge that, probably doing a quick snowplow. Nope, she's charging it. So there's a difference between the snowplows. The charged one will have ice coming out around the head and take forever to come out, while the quick one will just immediately move forward. There's no ice or stuff coming around the head until she pulls her head out of the ground. Then it will actually throw a snowball into the air. It's not as strong as the charged one though, for obvious reasons. If it were stronger, then that would just be a waste of an attack. Yeah, throw a couple more boomerangs at her here. Doing a triple snowball toss. If you are in under her, the snowballs will break on her body, which is why I think the weird interaction with the ceiling works there too, because it will break on the ceiling too. So if you're just, you know, playing a Blade Master weapon, sitting right under her, attacking her, I believe the Great Sword speedrun does that. The heroics, the people who use heroics with Great Sword, actually just staying under her, so all those snowballs and stuff break. All right, a little greedy there, unfortunately. I thought I was hit by the first thing, but I wasn't. I didn't dodge in time. Go ahead and just soothing roll back up a little bit. All right, here comes the snowblower. That does have a little bit more range than it looks. I tried to dodge into it. I'm guessing the hitbox was just not active. It's weird sometimes. Go ahead and soothing roll. Combo here. Gonna hold right here. She doesn't curve it right. That's fine though. It's, I don't, maybe it doesn't read inputs. Maybe it's just very fine. So if you're even off to the left a little bit, then she will actually just do it in that direction. That was greedy of me. I should have just dodged into that. It's fine though. Little snowball toss there from her trunk. She hardly ever does that, but it is a thing she can do pretty quickly. There's the large snow trunk sway. I'm adding the word snow to stuff. It don't really have to. It's just the trunk sway. We'll apply snowman, I believe, actually. All right, here comes the sweep. Was hit by the trunk there. I am dodging way too early on this stuff. All right, here comes the slam. I'm going to try to be quiet here and maybe play a little better because I am just kind of making a fool of myself. All right, triple snowball. Boomerang out. And this is where poison gets a little bit less effective, even though she is weak to it. It does 240 damage over 60 seconds, which is, I think, it's a very large amount of damage for poison at the very least, which is nice. But the longer a monster's on the field, the more tolerant they build up to a certain status. It's every proc. Every time you get a poison, the next poison takes more, up to a certain threshold. I want to say either hers is 800 or 1,000 and something. I'm literally just recalling this from memory, and it could very much be wrong. All right, dodge to the right. Do a butt slam. Get away from that. Similar to Lugambi, it does have a fairly wide trimmer hitbox. Got to be careful. Going to be a little slower on attacking here, actually, because I think that'll go better for building up gauge and not having to use it for soothing rolls. There's a slam, probably going to combo it. Not comboing it, so that's good for us. Get some damage off there. She might be fixing to be exhausted. It's just a little short sway. Get a nice flinch there, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. I don't know if that's actually the topple. It is not. There's a difference between that and the topple. The topple will actually leave her on the ground for a little bit longer. She'll be flailing around a little bit. It's not as long as other monsters, but neither are flinches. Alright, I'm going to try to steer it off to the left here, since there's more space. Alright, just run back in the opposite direction. Did run into the snowball. Those have a fairly large hitbox, so once again, there is a sweet spot that you run right behind her with, and you won't be hit by them. I'm just not hitting them today. Alright, here comes the snowplow. Here's snow blow. Boomerang out there. That's going to hit me, though. That has a bit of a delay, too. So you don't do it immediately when the shadow comes over you. You don't wait for it to actually fall a little bit longer. Alright, we're going to try to do this better this time. Okay. Now we get behind her. She flicks it up into the air. We move just enough to get out of the way of it. You don't have to move too much. Just doing this flick here. Try to get behind her. Boomerang. If she does the butt slam, we're great. She's just repositioning, though, which is fine for us as well. All right, I'm going to do this. She's probably going to, yes, combo it. And if she does it to me, I'm going to have to actually melee attack her here because I do not have enough gauge to reapply piercing. All right, boomerang here. Body slam. A little too early on that as well. I'm thinking she's going to do it instantly. Again, I'm used to fighting Tigrex and Snowbaron, so I'm doing this a lot faster than I should be. All right, boomerang. You can see we do have Ice Blight, so I can't just spam dodges. All right, I'm going to make her steer it this way. Go to where the last one breaks, and we'll just run up behind it. It's going to flicker up into the air. We can just stand here and attack. Good. Dodged way too early on that one as well. I'm a little antsy. I do not know why. Alright, well, there. I didn't think it would care that much. It seems like I haven't fought this monster 3 times in a row, but I have. This is a little bit more edge when you're recording. Alright. Let me get back right up in there. Unfortunately, we do not have a lot of gauge. Again, I'm just kind of fumbling this. It was a 42-minute hunt when I used the poison weapon. The other ones took over 45 minutes. So hopefully this one doesn't take too long. This is definitely one of the more difficult ones time-wise. Okay. I have had that happen to me before as a cat, where you'll get in a little crevice here, and it will actually tilt your character model upwards. It doesn't always happen, but when it does, it looks a little weird like that. Oh, that's a slam. Okay, are you comboing it? I'm gonna aim that into the wrong direction. I love doing that for some reason. There's another one. She's exhausted, so she can't actually combo it. We go for the trunk here. Get another break on something. She's back into the little tilt. Just tilting back and forth. Snowball toss there. Just a very quick one, small. Comes another trunk slam. She's really liking that, so we're going to try to take advantage of that. There we go. Okay, we didn't get the dodge on it. I am just attacking too much. I think that is my biggest issue here. All right, good. Gonna attack 2 times here. Wait and see what she does. She's gonna stay there. Doing an attack there. So we'll go ahead and do a couple of boomerangs with her. 1 more. See what she does. It's drawing us in. Go ahead and do that. I'm failing. I'm usually very good at doing that. So I don't know what the deal is. Other than everything else happening. All right, 2 boomerangs there. Comes a little short sway. Take advantage of that. Actually break that snowball and force her to enrage, so that's good. Alright. She's doing the charge snowplow. We'll draw it off this way, and then we'll get ready to throw a mega boomerang. She did it straight there, actually. Surprising. Like upwards, breaks it on the ceiling though. That's good for us, as long as she doesn't do the butt slam. I think even if she does, we're fine. Never mind. She did the body slam. You don't want to do it too close to her back, because either she can do the butt slam or she can turn around to do that. Normally, you don't have to keep running that close, because you should be able to pierce it around. All right, we're at the 40-minute mark finally. She should be close. I don't think so, though, because I'm just messing this up completely. You can actually lunge here and spin into the trunk. Get more damage off. All right, you're going to do something here. Okay, the snowblower, when you get over here. I'm going to stop trying to commentate specifically on things and commentate on what I'm doing. I know it sounds the exact same, but there's thought processes. And those are different sometimes. All right, boomerang out. Dodge the slam. I guess I'm going to commentate after I do it. All right. Triple snowball toss. Still get hit by that. That's fine. I usually get hit by that because I'm just a little too early on the dodge half the time. All right, there's the flick. Go ahead and dodge into that. Swipe out of it. Throw this out. Do a charge snowplow. So I'm just going to try to do that. Now, when she raises her head and dips it back into the ground, she's going to actually apply trimmer pretty shortly around her here. This also was a little too long on my part. I think we'll be fine still, but just got to be careful. Triple snowball. Get out of the way of the shadows. I don't know why I did a melee attack there. We'll try to draw this over to the left. I'm failing this miserably. Usually do so much better on this. 2 boomerangs there. We'll keep going. Never mind. Not paying attention. Need to pay a little more attention. That shouldn't hit us. Wiggle the stick and press the A button. You'll get out of that faster. You can just rotate it as well. All right, here comes the snowball. Dodge into it. Gonna go ahead and aim upwards. Do a body slam. Be really quiet here so I can focus. She's being very lenient with us here, which is nice. She's doing a butt slam there because she's looking backwards. We know that. This is a greedy mega boomerang, but I think we're fine. Nice. All right, back away. Trunk slam. Enrage. She comboing that? She is. Okay. Hold guard. Dodge into it. 2 melee attacks into a second boomerang into a spin. Unfortunately, piercing ran out. The perfect time for that. Alright, we'll charge the throw here. Looks like she's doing another triple snowball toss. Didn't do anything though. Fine for us. Alright, 1 boomerang out here. We're going to back up. Does the toss. I believe that one breaks, so that's good. Doing a body slam into a snow tantrum. Perfect chance for us to just get some damage off here. All right, 1 more boomerang. Again, I've dodged that way too quickly. I tried to reposition for it, but there's not enough time to do that. really should just be doing the regular stuff instead. Jar off to the right here, at the very least attempt to. And that's the thing, if you fail to actually do the manipulation on the AI there, you're fine because you're already running in a separate direction. So you can just keep going. You just have to realize at which point she's actually turning. And that takes a lot of fighting her to know. But once you get it, you should be able to get it pretty nicely. Body slam into his tantrum. That one took a while, so you can tell it's fixing to be the tantrum. And that last hit does have wider range. Another good flinch. Gonna be greedy here and throw this out. Alright. This is greedy, but I'm just gonna try to reposition. Looks like she's gonna... Nope, never mind. Thought she was gonna charge. There's a trunk slam into another one. We're gonna actually get ready for a mega boomerang here. And instead of actually shooting into it... Oh, I think we can actually. I was gonna actually pre-fire it to where she was gonna be. To here. Try to curve that one to the left into her face. Alright, this is a bit greedy, but I think we're fine. Alright, 5 minutes left. So 3 minutes slower at this point. Dodge into that attack, get a couple of free hits off. I'm gonna actually spin here since she's right in front of us. I do miss that though, so I should have just done the first boomerang and backed up. Alright, we're gonna charge the one there. Off to the left. She does back up though. It's fine. Alright, snowblower. Very good. Dodge backwards here. Is the triple snowball. Shouldn't reach this if you're behind her though. Does the double spin or just the single? Just the single. She's doing a charge there, which is very interesting how close she is, but it's fine for us. She's going to do pretty much a full circle here. Not quite a full circle, obviously, but I'm around in a weird direction. Get another flinch, which is nice. I think I'm going to just try to build gauge here. We're fine. We're not going to time out or anything. I know it looks perilous, but it's fine. There's a weird feeling you get with these matches where they come down to the wire, but they're still, you can still feel pretty comfortable in them. All right, boomerang out there. There's a snowblower. You can actually throw mega boomerang here. Should be able to get it out in time before she actually reacts to it. Okay, but we're just going to shoot those into the ground and they won't have an effect. She's charging another one here. We're going to try to get away though. That way we're not hit by the trimmer, because this trimmer will put you in bad situations to be hit by stuff. Toss that into the air. Get away from it. 2 boomerangs there. Doing a sweep into another one. Try to dodge the melee hitboxes on her attacks. And dodge to the left here. And pretty much the rest of her body is not a hit zone. I believe the legs are 30. Which are not good. Could be wrong on that though. I'm wrong on a lot of stuff. Alright, good dodge. Doing the flick. Hold guard. Spin into it. You can see how massive the hitbox is there. Comes another one. Swipe out of it. Go for the face. Little mini snowball toss. I'm gonna lunge here. See what she does next though. Alright, just scooping. Now, on that, the trunk is the actual damage hitbox. You will be blown back by wind pressure if you're hit by the wind. Alright, very good. Go ahead and boomerang out here. Alright, chunk slam. Gonna spin here on the tusk. Doesn't combo, so we're good. Just gonna enrage. Should have held that a little bit longer so it could actually hit the trunk there, but we're fine. Dodge to the left. Boomerang into the face here. 2 times. Just going to the back here while she is looking in the other direction. Alright, she should be down pretty quickly though. Go ahead and throw a mega boomerang here. Get some more damage off. Gotta be a little more aggressive with these since we are not using element. Alright, hold block. Dodge into that. And the thing about holding block is that it lets you feel a little more comfortable waiting to dodge. Because if you fail to do it and you do it too late, you're fine because you still don't deal that much damage. I think part of the reason is that she's not targeting us most of the time whenever she does the charged one. In every other hunt I've done with her, she has targeted me every single time, but this time she likes to target the palicos. Well, that's why the manipulation is not working that well. Maybe the palicos were out of the ring a lot more often. All right, that should go off. Not much damage from it, but maybe she will lean a little bit more into it. We have a minute left. Not really sure what's going on here, but okay. It's not like there's fluctuating HP pools or anything like that, so I'm not sure if we'll win this. We'll see. I don't really know what the difference was, other than me failing miserably, but I haven't failed this bad before. Alright, it's this way. Gonna flick up. Got enough gauge for this, though, so we'll see if we win this here. If not, there we go. This is silly. 30 seconds left. That is by far the worst. Like, this was even worse than Red Helm, and I don't know why. Again, it was 42 minutes on the hunt I did with the Deadeye fan before, so I don't know. I guess I just was not in my stride when recording. And normally that doesn't happen, but to take almost 10 more or 8 more minutes for a hunt, I mean, that's happened, but I don't know. Either way, she's done. We don't have to worry about her anymore. I'll go ahead and see you in the hub. All right, we're done with that mess of a hunt. We'll go ahead and look at the equipment. It is not going to be good. Green sharpness is never good on a G rank weapon. Maybe for hunters in specific niche scenarios in certain games, but for cats, you do not have easy access to handicraft. It is a 4 cost skill, so you're losing out on a lot of other stuff as well. And yes, the raw is massive, 279. It's not worth it. You also have negative affinity just to make it even worse, and it's not good at range either. Element's okay on it, but you're dealing even less element because you're at purple or green sharpness, not purple sharpness. If it was purple sharpness, it'd probably be the best weapon in the game, but no. Yeah, not good. You're not making this for really anything at all. Not even like a gimmick set. There's no reason to use this. Even there are better weapons for bomb cats, like the Crystal Beard Iron, already talked about. It beats it by 20, or maybe a little less than 20, but still not really that worth it. For the body armor, I believe it is just the 162. So not quite the max at the 166, but not terrible either. Has 8 ice resistance, so it is a good ice resistance armor as well. But yeah, there we go. Again, that was probably the worst hunt we've had so far of the Deviants. I don't know what the issue was. I may have not been being as aggressive as I normally would have. Again, if I'm not commentating, I don't know why there's a difference there. I guess I'm just putting more thought into speaking than actually doing stuff, but even then the commentary isn't that good. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Either way, hope you enjoyed what little there was to enjoy, and I'll see you for whatever's next.